Hey, Steve Magnante here in Bogart, Georgia at the Tony Townley Collection, where about 100 cars are going to be sold on October 24th and 25th at auction by Richmond Auctions. And this is one of the very special cars. This is a 1963 and a half Ford Galaxie lightweight. You might say, what's a lightweight? Well, in the early 60s, Detroit automakers were getting into superstock drag racing, and Ford products of the time were rather heavy. So they had full frame construction, steel bodies, steel fenders, steel doors, the whole routine. And although they had 427 cubic inches and 425 horsepower, they were at a weight disadvantage to certain Mopars and Pontiac cars. So Ford came up with the lightweight program, which included aluminum bumpers. That's aluminum, not steel. Fiberglass front fenders, fiberglass hood, and of course at the tail, another aluminum bumper and a fiberglass deck lid. And that shaved about 450 pounds off a 3,600-pound car, which made it a 3,100-pound car, which made it more competitive with the max wedge Mopars and certain Pontiacs of the day. So basically, that's what a lightweight Galaxie is, and we have one right here. Great example of the breed. 212 of these were built, all of them in Corinthian white with red interiors. Let's open the hood and find out what makes this car tick. In Ford's quest to reduce weight, it didn't even have hood springs to lift it, so basically the hinges are there, but he had to use a prop rod, this thing right here, to keep the hood up. And you'll notice the fiberglass matte construction on the underside of the hood. We'll get back to that in a minute about the fit and finish of this car, which wasn't 100%, but these were light, and that was the whole point. Of course, here's the heart of the car, the 427 dual quad, 14-to-1 compression, big block Ford engine, and again, 14-to-1 was the compression of these things. They were animals. They're rated 425 horse, more like 500 to be honest, and dual quads on all of them, aluminum intakes, of course the aluminum air filter right there. The same basic engine was used in Carroll Shelby's 427 Cobra about 2 years after this car was assembled in 1963 and a half for that drag racing season. These were used in stock Eliminator and were very competitive in many ways. You notice there's no heater, motor, no fan, nothing, and these are built with delete everything. No power windows, no power steering, manual, everything on these cars. And it's all about losing as much weight as possible. We come around to the front of the car, we can see again, I love the way these aluminum bumpers sound. It's kind of a dead thud versus the chromed steel bumpers on a normal Galaxie. And of course, the wheels were even special. They're 15 by 5.5 inches wide, but the spiders are very unusual. They sort of have there's no flange in here, and that's specific to the 427 cars. Also, the 65 GT 350 Mustang has a very similar wheel made by Kelsey Hayes. And of course, the hood and fenders are fiberglass on these cars that shed probably about 20 pounds per fender versus steel, maybe 30 pounds versus a steel hood. So that all adds up. And inside the car, we'll find they're kind of austere and basic. Let's open the door and look inside. In keeping with the lightweight program to add lightness, the standard bucket seats or bench seat were deleted, things you would have found in a Galaxie 500 XL, and replaced by, these are seats out of a police package, very lightweight buckets right here. They're articulated, they can fold to get in and out of the back seat. No carpeting at all, rubber floor mats do the job. And the 4-speed transmission is a BorgWarner T10 with an aluminum case, and here's the shifter for it right here. Of course, the radio and heater controls have been deleted, covered by these block-off plates here, very austere, and it's built to do one thing, accelerate as quickly as possible in a straight line. And this is from Ford Motor Company, dated April 6 of 1963. It's a list of special equipment parts. The frame assembly is very unique. The engine is unique, the transmission, the fender, the apron, the hood, all fiberglass, the rod and the spring to hold the hood up, the bolt assembly, the seat assembly, all of these things are from the police car, the mat, the door assembly, all these things are lightweight replacements for the standard stuff found in a plush Galaxie 500 XL, but for this thing, lightened up. And Ford even got themselves off the hook by this special warranty plate. It says here, this vehicle has been built specifically as a lightweight competition car and includes certain fiberglass and aluminum components because of the specialized purpose for which this car has been built, and in order to achieve maximum weight reduction, normal quality standards of the Ford Motor Company in terms of exterior panel fit and finish are not met on this vehicle. So in other words, the fiberglass is wavy, That doesn't matter. It's born to be light, and these things were very competitive against the 409 Chevys and the Max Wedge Mopars and the Subaru Pontiacs, which it went up against every weekend at drag strips across the country. 212 of these cars were built, and you'd find these at national events, Winter Nationals, etc. And these are pretty competitive, and they helped Ford to take the full-size Galaxie and make it competitive with lighter competition.